You want the truth, my liege? Peace is a fairy tale. Something you tell young rats to stifle the nightmares. It's high time you woke up, for the nightmare is upon us. As war raged in the south, a terrible evil stirred in the north, endlessly clawing from one year to the next, until finally free of its frost-bound imprisonment. You think you know suffering? You know nothing, my liege. Wings black as death, fangs sharp as steel, and a thirst for vengeance that will not sate. There's a time for heroes. That time is over. The kingdom needs a warrior. Forged of the north, and as cold as the snow that shrouds these lands. A rat carved from iron, bred for battle, and unleashed in war. And so, a new tale begins. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. Wishlist now.
Jack, there's the mic. Hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Ambassadors channel. Oops. Rip. Welcome to Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter. Hello, Sub, Nighttime, Sir Khalid, Happy Tuesday, NXT. I saw you in there as well. Let's check out Tales of Iron Whiskers of Winter. Available now.
SMS received.
Hello, Billis, on the Xbox Store. For the price of $19.99. On sale. And I will be randomly adding a random game to channel points sometime in the stream. I'm going to try to do it incognito so you don't see me looking at the other monitor that I don't have it as the active window. Tales of Iron 2 has 27 achievements for the 1000 gamer score. Defeat 25 of things. We'll leave it there for... Ooh, loud. We'll try fairy tale mode. Sir Khalid has an angry face. Hello, GoldenEye.
In the north, they thought they knew all there was to know of war. Until the War of the Rift. While the Southern King hid, warm in his keep, the Darkwings cut their bloody trail from frozen north to winter's edge. Alone, the Warden and his small garrison turned their whiskers to the icy wind. At the end of hope, in a last barrage, they wiped Badkind from the land and memory. With no sign of the Darkwings' return, in time, few believed them little more than a fairy's tale. But at Mount Cauldron, time had been all they needed. An old enemy claws free of their icy tomb and hungers for vengeance. But not all is lost. King Rattus brings north a cause for hope. A bastard prince, placed in the paws of the Warden of the Wastes to raise as his own. A secret of blood never to be told. Now, fate calls for a hero in a murderous screech. And one young rat will answer.
Winter is coming. Minus 42? Hey Google, what's minus 42 in Fahrenheit?
The stomp of his father's boots on the stair was how every morning began for Arlo. The booming shout to ready himself was louder still. But such was Lord Eivor's zeal at a new day. Dawn was breaking over winter's edge, and Arlo was yet to miss one.
That is cold. It's minus 43. What the freezingness is that? It's like 60 degrees right now. That does not sound pleasant at all. I'll take my Southern California weather, thank you very much.
The castle echoed with the horns of the returning hunters, bringing their night's bounty. Arlo's little heart quickened to hear it. The only thrill to be found inside the high walls was a hunter's tales of what lay beyond them.
Well, I mean, they say Texas and California are going to invade New Mexico and Nevada and create our own country. So I won't even be part of the U.S. apparently.
Arlo tells himself it's a good life here in Winter's Edge. The bustling of contented rat folk, the crisp mountain air, and without the endless scourge of frogs the southerners suffer. Why should he want for more? Arlo has no memory of his mother, but Hilda's food was a true taste of maternal kindness. With the right ingredients, she would make meals nourishing to body and soul. Tiki's shop was perhaps Arlo's favorite, as the shopkeeper had wares from far and wide. But getting him to part with his curiosities was never easy. There was no time for tales of the hunt today. Lord Eivor was already dividing what was an excellent haul, happy to see his people provided for. Arlo longed only to join the hunt, to see the ratdom or even the lands beyond. His father called it a fool's wish. Arlo's destiny was unshakable, much like the keep that would become his by birthright.
I don't know if I do. Hello, Ima. Let's check TA. Tales of Iron. I have not played it. I do not even own it. When did it come out? 2021? Yeah, I don't own it. First one in physical, nice. I'll add it to my wish list. Proof of delivery. Right? I did all this.
Chief Mason Leaf was the rat Arlo most admired. As younger brother to Lord Eivor, his carefree uncle never faced the burden of being Warden of the Wastes. With walls this strong, his duties were light, leaving him plenty of time for his nephew. Crunk was a rat's rat, with no interests beyond his forge. If you have the parts, this Mastercraft's rat can make armor and weapons that would see off a sky scorcher bite, or so he claims. Arlo wondered how well they'd do against something that wasn't a myth.
axe.
The hunters had brought unwelcome news. A family of the reviled creatures ratfolk called backstabbers had moved into the wastes. Eivor told his son to fetch his weapons.
112. 112. On sale for $9.99. Oh, it was free on PC. Nice. I don't like playing on PC though.
His father had no explanation for suddenly taking Arlo on a hunt. It even gave the hunters pause. Arlo had been taught to fight, and better than most. But rarely had he been tested. He was determined to prove himself. The rugged terrain of the outskirts could have taken all day to traverse, but Arlo's trusty grappling hook allowed him to swing between its many crevices.
Well, that doesn't do me any good, that side. Hello, Havor! Thank you for that raid. The emotes are doing something completely different. Hello, Volvin. Welcome. Hello, MP17. Ooh, that grappling hook.
Arlo liked the feel of a sharp axe cutting through the vines. The wilds were part of his home, and nothing in them would frighten him.
Nothing can stop us.
The famous frostberry bushes of the wastes were in full fruit already. Their juice made a healthy tonic, though Lord Eivor preferred them fermented. His father was a sturdy rat, built for strength, not speed. So Arlo found it curious that he challenged him to a race. The prospect of the hunt had filled Lord Eivor with a vigor that his son had not seen in years, or at least since breakfast.
That's what I'm gonna fight first.
A warden fights the hardest battles, he told Arlo, and needs the sharpest blade. With that, Eivor gifted Arlo his own sharpening whetstone.
Ah, sharpness meter. Got it.
Whether these beasts were named for their spines or for some past unforgivable deed, no rat knew. Either way, Arlo was about to find himself at the pointy ends of this brood. Even young backstabber Red attacks were brutal, but a well-timed dodge would see Arlo escape unscathed.
Oof.
This backstabber lived up to its name with its deadly white attack, but Arlo's shield could block the deadly spikes.
Ooh, how do I use my shield? Oh, left trigger.
This young one used vicious yellow attacks. Arlo had to time his parries perfectly.
How do I parry?
This mother had left her young to fight alone, but the same could not be said of Lord Eivor as he leapt to his son's side.
Dude, attack him from the back. Evening, Shih Tzu. Oof.
It was Lord Eivor's mighty blade that took her head, but the fight was won together.
Alright, we got some materials. But my blade is dull. Alright, can't go in there. Oh, what's that?
Arlo basked in his father's pride, almost as warm as at the fire inside Winter's Edge.
Winter is coming. Just let me in there. The outskirts. Every day I'm traveling.
Triumphant and keen to tell the tale of his son's victories, Lord Eivor set to a night of drinking with the elders.
Wonder how much this guy can drink. Okay, so that's just add-ons. I was looking what the deluxe edition of this game came with.
Arlo was reluctant to return to his bed, wondering how long he must wait to hunt again. The booming footsteps that woke him this time were nothing like those of his father.
What is that? Alright, I need to find a key. Darkwing Fangs. Key. Why did one of those have a key? Oh, unless it was the guy they killed.
He had found his father. The warden stood alone, holding back a whole Darkwing army, their cruel Count Kazak leading them.
Oof.
His father charged, But the Darkwing Count was as fast as he was strong. The Winter's crown tumbled to Arlo's feet, now without a head to rest on. There was no time to grieve his father, as from above the Count revealed his greatest weapon, a sky scorcher. Not a fairy's tale, but an undead beast whose very breath could level kingdoms. And its eye was trained on Arlo. All that came next was a fog of bloodlust, snapping jaws, and the beating of leathery wings.
Dude, I'm over here healing.
But there could be no victory.
I don't think I was
Arlo
meant to
awoke,
win.
groggy and warm to his father's shouts. Only he wasn't in bed. The warmth was from the fire that had engulfed Winter's Edge, and the shouts were his uncle's. The only other survivor of the Darkwing attack, Leaf was bruised and his hind paws barely steady. He'd seen villagers flee to the outskirts. Arlo knew it was up to him to make them safe.
I don't know what these are. Good evening, DX. Do I have, like, no armor now? I don't. What the heck? Still have my axe. Traveling, every day I'm traveling.
He'd know these anywhere. Krunk's smithy hammer and Hilda's chef's knife. Arlo wondered why they would leave them here.
You could destroy barrels. Good to know. Doesn't look like it's doing any damage.
With the attack at Winter's Edge, no hunters had come to check their traps. Arlo thought he might find a use for them.
Winter is coming. metal.
Arlo had found the reason his friends had fled. The taunting shrieks revealed that this was Baron Frostovic, son of the Darkwing who took his father, and therefore a perfect target for his revenge.
Oh, wrong button. Oh, I can't pick up stuff while I'm fighting, okay. Hello, Mr. Coolness. Oh, he turned around quick. Off with his head. Halfway. Oh, wrong button. Hello, hero. I'm doing good. How are you? Ooh, I am almost dead. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, go away, go away, go away.
His foe was beaten, but seeing what had been inflicted on Hilda and Krunk, Arlo's need for vengeance was only growing.
Had 0 health. Alright, so I guess that's equipped versus put on into inventory. Tales of Iron, Whiskers of Winter. Tales of Iron 2.
Arlo suddenly wished to be within the walls of Winter's Edge, to hear the boot and boom of his father at dawn, a sound he realized he'd never hear again. He needed to return to whatever was left and make his plan.
Turn. I can go this way. Oh, this was that. Okay. Where the porcupines were. Hockey's on a break. Ask Ross about that.
He'd know these anywhere. Krunk's smithy hammer and Hilda's chef's knife. Arlo wondered why they would leave them here.
I don't believe I got killed by fall damage. Oh, I don't want to go in there. Winter's Gate. I need to fight that thing again. That takes... I wonder if there's a way to get down without taking fall damage.
With the attack at Winter's Edge, no hunters had come to check their traps. Arlo thought he might find a use for them.
button. Well, right button, bad timing. I carried. Aloha, more. Thank you for that raid. Have you played this one? I'm low on health. Oh, come on. I was trying to roll away. Get out of that. I have no health, though.
His foe was beaten, but seeing what had been inflicted on Hilda and Krunk, Arlo's need for vengeance was only growing.
Izota? I will DM you about that. Nice. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter.
Arlo suddenly wished to be within the walls of Winter's Edge, to hear the boot and boom of his father at dawn, a sound he realized he'd never hear again.
Alright, I got some help
He
now.
needed to return to whatever was left and to make his plan.
I did not. I wonder who leaked them. That's how you get down without fall damage. Well, that one I got fall damage. spray. The 2006 one? I don't even have that. It's on sale, I should buy it. We made it back. Why isn't my print screen working? I wonder what these sitting down does. Oh, everyone's dead.
Spent from his journey, Arlo fell into his father's chair, the one thing still standing in the ashy ruin. It was his chair now, along with the title of Warden of the Wastes. Arlo's shoulders slumped at the weight of it, but only for a moment. The Dark Wings had nearly scorched the ratdom to ash before, and now it was for him to stop them. He was going to rebuild Winter's Edge, a beacon of hope from which to drive back the shadow.
Ooh. The new game. I will send that your way.
This much Arlo knew. No rat would rebuild Winter's Edge on an empty stomach. The kitchen had to be fixed and stocked. Leaf suggested Arlo visit the Night Eyes of the Golden Forest, known for their hearty food. Arlo hoped rat wasn't the key ingredient.
Where do we go? Man, everything's destroyed.
The smoke had attracted help in the unlikely form of a pirate. Captain Blacktail had seen many towns razed in his years, usually by his own paw, a fact he chose not to mention as he offered his services. The ship King Rattus's Revenge would take the young warden wherever he had need to go.
I can't go anywhere. What is our quest? I need some health. I do not know how to get off of the screen I'm on. But that was just added today, shortly after Hogwarts Raid. I almost just died again. I don't have any health. Alright, I'm not gonna climb that way. That's where I need to go. Hey, we found gold. I cannot go that way. Save. I have those traps. I didn't use them. Ah, fast travel. Nice.
The autumnal gold canopy glimmered in the sunlight, held high by the silver boughs. There was no denying the wonder of the golden forest.
Oh, nice. I can refill it. Sweet.
The peace Arlo found beneath the leaves was not to last. A shrill cry cut through the calm, a call for help. The hoots came from inside the bug farm, along with a stench of pond scum and villainy. Frog trap.
Ooh, with two ranged enemies.
Grateful for her rescue, Erica the Ranger offered to guide Arlo to the hidden village of Nestminster.
It was a creepy game.
Nestminster's entrance was guarded. Under their helmet, the eyes of the guards seemed to glow. Was he prey walking into a hunter's camp? Arlo could not help but gasp at the sight. He had never seen a place so ornately crafted. It was nothing like the cold stone of home. The Parliament was deep in session when Erica and Arlo entered. The Night-Eye elders listened, still as statues, to the pleading of a chef whose daughter Frey was missing. Erica threw herself forward, proclaiming she would rescue the chef's daughter and needed no help. Then she was gone, leaving Arlo to face the elders alone. The elders' staring eyes unnerved Arlo, but when they asked him to protect Erica, he did not refuse. Frey's father told them she wanted fish for a new soup recipe. He told her never to go to the dangerous Moonlight Pond, but she was stubborn as she was brave. The chef handed Arlo a few poison antidotes without explanation. Arlo wondered what could go in soup that would have him so scared.
What's the matter? Chicken? Oh, I can sell my older stuff. Where'd we go? Where the heck is this? Way over there. I guess I go down? How do I get down?
Erica said they must be as stealthy as the owls of old. She gave him a bow carved from the silver boughs, quiet as a whisper and deadly as a talon.
Gapling. Funny. Or grappling. Grappling. Am I gonna get over encumbered?
A white feather. Erica knew it was Frey's. They were on the right path.
You get your arrows back. That's nice.
A frog scouting party squatted in the mushroom farm. Arlo's arrows would make swift work of them. The farmers emerged, shaken but grateful. Arlo had never met striped snouts before. Badger brothers Marco and Lorenzo's keen eyes had seen Frey go by, headed for the pond.
I'm just destroying things in front of their house. Good job. Good job. I don't want to go in their house. We'll sit and rest. I like the dancing dinos on screen. Am I carrying firewood?
At Moonlight Pond, Frey was already preparing to leave. Her hunt, it seemed, was not done. With a hoot about an egg, she was gone.
Badger don't give a hoot.
The farmer card. What it lacks in power, it makes up for in its positive qualities.
Where am I supposed to go, game? Why are we digging up graves?
The sky flashed with a blinding light. Suddenly, towering before him stood an imposing figure, his flaming sword heating the air around Arlo. Thrusting his sword into the air, the stranger imparted his gift onto the young warden. Arlo could feel the stranger's gift pulsing through his body, filling him with a burning desire to avenge his father and rid the North of the Darkwing scum.
Jon Snow of the North.
Tunnels are rarely used by Night Eyes, who prefer an open sky above. Arlo knew dangerous creatures lurked in such dark places.
Ah, a diamond. I got no arrows back. That's not good. Alright, let's see what's this way. But first, I'm going to take a break. Be right back. Yeah, thank you, bot. I guess I need a skull. Hello, Game in Japan. Welcome. Sorry, I'm getting some info. This is my first time playing it. It's really good so far. The story is intriguing. And narrated very well. I'm not gonna sell anything. Those are big eggs.
Frey had found a whole nest of eggs. She was uninterested in who the owner might be, but the mother slither scale was very interested in her. Side by side, Erica and Arlo forced the slither scale from its lair.
It is.
Erica would not leave Frey to travel alone. They would see him back at the Parliament.
Hmm. Can I jump? I don't like digging up the graves, though. Don't want to go out there. What's this? Hmm. Oh, like there's fall damage and there's no way down without dying. A bug farm.
Erica and Frey held wings as they asked Arlo and the elders for their blessing. They wanted to leave and start their own kitchen at Winter's Edge. All agreed. Arlo hoped slither scale eggs would not be on the menu.
Quest complete. Happy hour at the keg. Nice. This says it's a 12 to 15 hour game, but I haven't got one achievement yet. Weird.
Arlo was keen to head home, but an owl called Sigrid stopped him. As Chancellor, she had a budget for someone to deal with the local slither scale problem. If he wanted the job, he best join her in the Rangers Guild.
That Geralt? I don't know. Where am I going? It's happy 2 hours. Ooh, I can make a crossbow. Fun. $3 patio drinks. That sounds pretty good. Oh, wrong button. Where's the person that wants me in here? Hunt the slither scale. Hello, Jordan.
The owls called for Arlo's help. A ranger had gone to hunt a slither scale. He was seeking vengeance for a slither scale attack that took his family, but Arlo would not let the young ranger go the same way.
Okay, where we go? Way over there. Oh, I could build the fast travels. Oh, nice. Probably not.
SMS received.
It's good. I am liking it. I did not play the first one. How do we get down here? Oh, maybe from... down here. over this way then.
Arlo found the ranger was already locked in battle with the Slither Scale. He would not survive long fighting alone. The young ranger was a fierce fighter, but no match for the Slither Scale. He barely thanked Arlo for helping him in this fight before he took off, seeking another.
Wrong button.
SMS received.
There is not. I'm not going to be doing giveaways the same for a while. Owl to enter. Things are going to be added to channel points randomly. Well, the info was posted in Discord. Ooh, I was trying to jump on the ladder. New game was added today, and it was sniped up by I'm Canadian, eh? Well, today's was already added, so you don't have to check it every 2 minutes. How do I get up there? We'll fast travel. Under root ditch. Oh, another snake. Oh, jeez.
Arlo could not leave him to fight alone. There was no stopping him until the Slither Scale was defeated.
Where's the snake? Down there now? Can't you put it on your son's console?
The Slither Scale's lair. They would end its tyranny here and now.
Alright, enjoy your night. How'd that snake get more health? Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Do not die, do not die. Off with its head.
The Slither Scale was defeated at last. The young ranger took no spoils, and with only a brief hoot of thanks, he was gone. Arlo hoped the ranger's thirst for revenge was finally sated.
Oof. Oh, what? Oof. I did that with no health. Those don't have berries. Jordan wants to make Horror jealous. Why would you want to do that? bug farm.
Arlo had heard the sniffling of the heron leagues away. Ernest was the most skilled fisherman in the ratdom, or had been. In between sobs, he told Arlo he'd dropped his best rod in a well. The warden offered to find it, if only to stop the noise.
Drop rocks.
The owls were worried, which was a rare sight. A slither scale nest was nearby with a fresh clutch of eggs. The nest had to be destroyed before they hatched and unleashed chaos.
Chaos. How do I get more bullets? Just got spam from Xbox. Jeez, that Fisher thing is far. That was Discord. Wow.
Too late. The nest was a riding snare of slither scale. If any escaped, who knew how many would fall prey to them? Arlo would not let that happen.
Yes, Your Grace.
The blaze destroyed the last of the nest, but Arlo had no time to rest. The slither scale had returned.
Oh, jeez. Dude, I'm over here healing. Leave me alone. Ooh, I set it on fire. How did I do that? Run away, run away, run away. Of course. Oh, jeez. Come on. This snake. Let's save it right here this time. I am doing worse this time. How did I do that fire? I mean, I know the buttons I pushed, but... Got the snake. Off with its head.
With the slither scale defeated, the forest settled into tranquility once more.
Ooh. Death marching. Are any of these an achievement? Oh, we'll go find the fishing pole.
The Owl Rangers had been hunting all night, following the sounds of 1,000 tiny feet. This was a battle they did not wish to do alone. Arlo wondered how many they would be facing.
Can't not get an achievement. Save. One and done. Well, this isn't where it is. This is where I need to bring it back. Let's get back onto the main quests. On a boat. In the water.
Rebuilt walls would not keep Winter's Edge safe alone. They needed weapons and armor, but had no smith. Leaf knew of a master crafter living in the rift, if Arlo was of an open mind.
So traveling.
Arlo had heard the tales of battles that scarred the rift at his father's knee. He wondered how much of the stories could be true. The ancestral home to the pond scum, the rift had seen endless war between rats, bats, and frogs. Even the river refused to pass through it now. Its muddy bed was grave to beasts and boats alike.
Mining.
Arlo's foot slipped on something that was not another bone. Bottles were littering the muddy path now. Whoever left them could not be far.
Thank you, sir. I would do the same. Todos cervezas. I don't know if those things are something I can kill for an achievement. Muddy worms, maybe.
More bottles lay outside the forge, which was otherwise as quiet as every other dead thing that haunted this place. The pile of bottles was large, even for one who drinks like a merman, and it seemed to be breathing. Arlo was amazed the merman could swing his hammer, let alone see who he was hitting. A couple of thumps on the head soon brought him to his senses. Following him inside, Arlo realized this must be the smith. But his furnace was as cold and broken as the merman's spirit. The smith hunted bottles as he told Arlo of his woes. The frogs had attacked the village, kidnapping his wife and apprentice daughters. He would not light his forge until they were home. This was a problem Arlo swore he could solve. The smith took some strength from this. He introduced himself as Ron and flashed a grin, telling Arlo the frogs didn't take everything.
I could sleep. That's a first. Okay, we can't go that way. Oh, don't go out.
While hardly a full armory, Ron had what was needed. This two-handed skull crusher was a gift made by his daughters. He put it in Arlo's paws in hope it would help save them.
Looks like I'm getting a little too many items. I should save. Always save. Yes, I'm always confused. Exactly. Oh, I
Together,
have a
the
bad
pair
feeling.
ventured on, heading towards the fog camp situated in the ruined temples. At the top of the pile of corpses was one that was not Frog. The smith let out a desperate cry at the sight of his wife, lifeless atop the pile. He cried out again, but this time it was a call for blood.
A call for blood. Jeez, that's far. Game Genie was interesting. Brutal.
The old rat that stood before Arlo was barely able to raise his head, and his one cloudy eye felt as though it was looking through the warden. As Arlo reached out his paw, the hooded rat slammed his spear into the ground, imparting his gift onto the young warden. Was glad to have met the old rat. Although he looked old and feeble, Arlo was sure that he was more than capable of looking after himself.
Alright, so now I have... Okay, that's how I was doing the magic.
Before Arlo could act, Ron was in the clutches of the enemy.
Oh, I thought I had him. I'm on fire. Hey, I got an achievement. Nice. Only 2 hours and 15 minutes later. I will take it though. What's this?
Approaching the statue, Arlo could feel the familiar buzz of power coursing through his body once again. As he left the statue, Arlo could feel a new power coursing through his body.
I should probably save.
Something else came his way. Tumbling down the temple stair, Arlo was met with another horror. The head of the smith. It was Arlo now who took up the battle cry.
Whoops. Get
Arlo
over
tried
here.
not to think of how many friends, old and new, lay dead. He still had more to do. Rita and Ruby were free, but without their father, there was little for them here. Arlo offered them a new home at Winter's Edge, and a forge to continue in their father's footsteps. The mermaids were grateful, and said they would find their way to the keep once they had laid Ron to rest.
Okay, fast travel back to my castle. Pinball quest. Oh geez, don't. Ball damage. My character seems very heavy. Alright, save spot. I have to get ready for dinner. This has been Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter. Been a fun one. Very good art, very good narration. I'll be back tomorrow after work around 4:30, sometimes 5 minutes early, sometimes 5 minutes late. Traffic. I'm gonna switch over to idle for the rest of the night, get those channel points. A new game will be added tomorrow. Great rest of your Monday. Stay safe. Happy gaming.
You want the truth, my liege? Peace is a fairy tale. Something you tell young rats to stifle the nightmares. It's high time you woke up, for the nightmare is upon us. As war raged in the south, a terrible evil stirred in the north, endlessly clawing from one year to the next, until finally free of its frost-bound imprisonment. You think you know suffering? You know nothing, my liege. Wings black as death, fangs sharp as steel, and a thirst for vengeance that will not sate. There's a time for heroes. That time is over. The kingdom needs a warrior. Forged of the north, and as cold as the snow that shrouds these lands. A rat. Carved from iron. Bred for battle. And unleashed in war. And so, a new tale begins. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. Wishlist now.